see me. What up, y'all? It's your boy E-Sag back again with another video. I'd like to welcome y'all to another episode of GEEK-SHOCK. For those that are new to the channel, welcome. To those that are down with me and been rolling with me, let's go. Definitely appreciate y'all support. And today we looking at another dope Casio classic square, you know what I'm saying? Origin shape, heritage for real, for real. I don't understand why no one's done any videos on this watch right here. I have only seen but one video on YouTube, and I find it very strange because I think it's a dope watch. You know what I mean? And I think it's a successor to the one that we had before. You know what I'm saying? So let me show y'all the one that we had before so we can get a better understanding of what we're talking about. You know what I mean? And this one that we had before, a lot of people were, I had read somewhere that it was going to be discontinued. I guess that it was all a rumor because I just seen that they're back in stock. And I'm talking about this one, right? You know what I mean? This is the GW-5000. GW-5000U. You know what I'm saying? Oh, my bad, I hit the camera though. GW-5000U, right? Very dope. I know a lot of my geeks got this watch. Definitely, I love this watch. I've worn it many times. Still got it in great condition. I threw it on the combi bracelet because I love doing that on my G-Shocks. And you already know, you know what I'm saying? Very dope, very rugged, very chunky looking, very dope watch. One of my favorite G-Shocks, you know what I'm saying? Definitely dope. But y'all see this, right? But let's look at this one real quick. Because when I found out that this one was released, I was like, yo, why hasn't nobody got on this, yo? Here we go. Look at this, y'all. Peep this. Isn't this much better than this? In my opinion, I think it is. They also have this one in a positive variant, positive LCD, or LED, LCD, yes. Very dope. This is the CASIO G-SHOCK GW-5000HS-1JF. The HS stands for the heritage model. You know what I'm saying? They have two variants. They have one in white, and they have this one. The white one is the one that's is a positive display. This black one, all stealth, is a negative display. You know what I'm saying? Very dope though. Very dope. I don't understand why not that many YouTubers have been talking about this one. I saw one video, like I said before. This, you know what I mean, this has been out for a long time, you know what I mean? That's why when I heard that it was being discontinued, I was like, damn, I should probably cop some more and just hold on and, you know what I mean, flip them later. But this one, yo, when I found out that this was in Japan, I was like, oh, I jumped on it, man. I picked up this one. I didn't pick up the positive display because it comes in a white bezel. It's all white, you know what I mean? So white watches are dope, but eventually they start turning yellow, you know what I mean, if you wear them a lot. But this one was the one I had to jump on, you know what I'm saying? I got a good price on there, man. Shout out to my folks out in Japan. You already know the deal. Threw it on the combi bracelet as usual, as per usual, you know what I'm saying? I always throw on my squarebacks on the combi bracelet, but you know what I mean? Very dope, man. This is a timepiece that blends heritage, design, modern functionality, advanced materials. At a glance, you know what I mean? It stands out with the classic square origin shape that harkens back to the origins, the original G-Shock from 1983. You know what I mean? The DW-5000C. I recently did a video on the new reinterpretation, new reincarnation of that model. It's in my profile, my channel. If you haven't seen that one, go ahead and check it out. But this one though, you know what I mean? Everybody's excited about the MIP. What about this one though? You know what I'm saying? I'm more excited about this one. I recently got this back in the summer. I've worn it a few times already, but I didn't get a chance to do a video. And I wanted to drop this video before the new one came out because I'm like, yo, let's jump on these, man. Like, let's make these bad again. You know what I mean? I don't get the whole hype about the MIP display, y'all. Because there's like, well, okay, because it goes right there. You're not going to see it no more. But who's looking at their watch in that angle? You know what I mean? Like, you're looking at it straight up, straight down. You know what I mean? Straight down. You know what I mean? Like this. You know what I mean? Yeah, a quick wrist check, though. I just got this a few months ago. It's the SSK uh, 0035. And Mark from Long Island Watches recently released this bracelet with the scales. So when I saw that, I was like, oh, dude, I got to drop it on this green one. You know what I mean? Because the green and black looked like a lizard. So it went perfect with this, man. So shout out to Mark at Long Island Watches, man, for bringing out this watch for the SSKs. You know what I mean? Very dope. But yo, like I'm saying, hear me out. Hear me out. Why isn't this still dope? You know what I mean? Why is everybody jumping on the MIP bandwagon like they did on the last one? And people were disappointed. You know what I'm saying? I personally dig the old MIPs instead, like the that one with that has a little paw print in the back. You know what I mean? I thought that the display was dope. I personally didn't own that watch because I wasn't digging all that other stuff, but the display was dope. These new ones, miss me with that, but for real, this one right here, y'all. We need to, for those that are not hip to this one, look forward. If you have to import it from Japan, do it, because I think it's dope. I like the brick pattern, you know what I mean? The brick pattern is the tough solar cell. Very dope, you know what I mean? You already know the size of, everybody's hip to these, man, you know what I'm saying? 48.9 lug to width, and lug to lug is 40, or no, it's the other way. 48.9 from lug to lug, 42.8 from the width, and then it's 13.5 is the thickness of this. You know what I mean? 200 meters of water resistance, tough solar, multi-band 6, metal casing, screw back with DLC coating, a bio-resin band, but I always just put these aside and throw them on the combis. I was able to source a handful of combi bracelets, so I got some more left over if anybody's trying to cop. Holla at your boy. But anyways, man, y'all already know the deal with these watches, man. I'm more excited for this one. You know what I mean? I'm sorry, y'all. I don't want to poop on anybody's parade about these MIPs, but I think it's another cash grab from CASIO G-SHOCK. I'm down still with these old school LEDs, man, or LCDs. I like that way better. You know what I mean? I don't see a problem with them, especially on the all metal versions, the ones that they have in there. That display is so dope. You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with it. It's like why you gonna change something if there's nothing wrong with it? You know what I mean? Like I said, another cash grab. Everybody's all hyped about it. You know what I mean? I'm not. I'm good. You know what I mean? I might change my mind once I have it in hand or something, and then I check it out. But as far as now, I'm still rocking with these, man. For real. I'm still rocking with these bad boys. I still like this one. You know what I'm saying? Multi-band 6. Look at this, dude. It's so chunky. I wish it had black pushers, though, and black screws. It would have been so dope. Because the whole thing is black, and it just looks dope. You know what I mean? Look at that. All black. Module 3495. I believe these both have the same module. Let's see. 3495, yep. And then they did have a negative display version of this one. I remember seeing it. I remember, and I already had bought this one, so I never got the negative display. But when I saw this one, I was like, yeah, that's dope. I like the brick pattern. You know, you already know how we geek out on the brick pattern. You know what I mean? It gives a little bit of nostalgia, especially for dudes my age, you know what I mean? Because I remember seeing the original with the break pattern, and I thought it was pretty dope. But, you know what I'm saying? It's dope. I definitely dig this watch, you know what I mean? Definitely a daily wear, you know what I'm saying? It's very well built, you know what I mean? You can't go wrong with the tough solar. You can't go wrong with the multi-band 6. You can't go wrong with the construction of the watch, you know what I mean? Shock resist, all the good stuff. If you're a fan of G-Shock, man, this the roots and just the modern tech and the refined materials that they have in this watch is a banger. You know what I mean? Definitely something. The stealth black gives it a sleek look, really low key. You know what I mean? For those that don't want to be all flashy and stuff. And for the collectors and enthusiasts, it's definitely a piece to be interested in and something to check out. You know what I'm saying? You know how it is. You know how I do these videos for us. You know what I mean? The community, the watch geeks, enthusiasts, our GEEK-SHOCK community. You already know how it is. Much love and support to all of y'all, man. And if I find new gems, you know what I mean, I want to bring them to y'all. That's why, like, when I bought this watch, it was back in the summer, like I mentioned before. And I meant to do a video sooner, but I just got caught up with work and family and all that good stuff. So finally, I was like, man, let me get to this watch real quick, man, before it gets overshadowed by everyone and their MIP videos. You know what I mean? Because it's gonna happen. Everybody's gonna be like, "Oh, this is the best. This is the best." Woo, 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 until they don't like it, or you know what I mean. Like I said, I haven't tried it on yet, so I don't really know. But as far as now goes, I am not messing with those. It's not something that I want to mess with. You know what I mean? Definitely, it is what it is. So the verdict on this, you know what I'm saying? The GW-5000HS-1JF delivers a compelling mix of G-Shock heritage style and advanced timekeeping technology. If you appreciate the story behind G-Shock's origins and want a high build quality metal case, screwback DLC coated and reliable performance with solar and radio, this is a strong pick for you. I definitely recommend this one, y'all. And if you have to source it from Japan, go ahead. You will not be disappointed. I definitely like this one more than this one. Yeah, I mean, even though it's the same, it's just that break pattern, y'all. It's that break pattern for me. You know what I mean? And like I said, there's a positive display of this and a negative display. The positive is in all white. The negative is in black. You know what I mean? Stealthy stealth. It would have looked nicer with the black pushes though. CASIO G-SHOCK. Listen to me. Quick wrist check. Let's see. Let's throw this on so y'all can see how it looks. And then we outro. You know what I mean? Oh, I gotta show y'all the light though. The light's like your standard bright white. You know what I mean? Like the rest of these new G-Shocks are. I wish they would have kept the what's it called, the luminous lights. That would have been nicer. But yo, CP, I like that. I like the way that looks. Dope, right? Very dope. Very, very dope, y'all. Very, very dope. Let me show y'all the light real quick. And then we're going to wrap this video up real quick. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody who's been tuning in. Definitely appreciate y'all. Let me see. Can you get a good shot of the light right here? I know I got it. Oh, there it is. Y'all see? Auto light in full effect. Let's see. This one is compared to this one too. This one, you see? They both got the same light. That's just how it looks, both of them. You know what I mean? Definitely a dope watch, yo, for real. Don't sleep on it while you can get them, because I'm sure that it's going to be, I don't know. I don't understand why it wasn't promoted so much out here. I wish it would have been. It would have been dope to, like I said, I just happened to stumble on this one when I was going through some of the watches out in the JDM market, and I was like, oh, wait a minute, what the hell? I had never seen that one before. So like I said, I had to cop it, you know what I mean? I did this video just to put y'all on game about this watch. I like this better. I'm excited for this. I am not excited for the MIP display. That's just me, you know what I mean? But shout out to all my geeks, man. It's your boy Esac, and I'm out till the next video. Peace. See me, carbon copies on the same old thing.